football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Boise, Idaho, and Albertson Stadium, home of the Boise State Broncos. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the New Mexico Lobos, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Broncos will kick it off to get us underway. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So New Mexico's offense will have the opening possession of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Guys, let's talk a little bit about New Mexico. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season with all the expansion. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. They'll try the run. Hard running there. Trying to take it back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Broncos, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll ride the hot hand. Pull down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He wants it all. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. To the air, it's St. Clair. He's got it on the run, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Broncos! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Coming out with it, it's Rope. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. Leaves it with the back. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Lobos can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fires to the big fella. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
And the Lobos in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Reynolds. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Robinson. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Lobos with a second and short to keep this drive moving. He wants to throw it again. Got it in the middle. It's Clemens. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Looking downfield on first down. Right on the money. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a second and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Flushed out of the pocket. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. He'll get rid of it. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick. They've got it at the 15-yard line. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And the Broncos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Dumps it to the back. Finds his man. It's Davis. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Line is set on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. The Broncos decide to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. On the run deep down the right side. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Caught behind the line, it's McKinney. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Lobos! Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Off play action. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Brings up third down. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Trying to get behind the defense. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. And the Broncos will line it up on 1st and 10. Catch in the middle. It's Jones. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he tacked on the extra point. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. Looking to throw on 1st down. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised. Initially, he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
He'll try to do it himself. Turning it on. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. And the Lobos have their offense in high gear. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that one's incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
And that's exactly what you call complementary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field, and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
He'll start this drive firing. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Lobos will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Quick, just plowing ahead. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Grab behind the line. It's Connor. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. That's caught. It's Brown. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Bully ball on 3rd and short. And he's going to go backwards, and they force a 4th down. What a play by this defensive front. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Oh, the attempt is no good. Still up by 5 after missing that chance to put a little padding on it, guys. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Now he's going to break the pocket. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Reynolds. Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. And the Lobos will have it 1st and 10. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. The blue turf rumbling on this 3rd down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. To the ground to try to move the chains. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Finds him out of the backfield. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's McKinney. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. It's complete to the right. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. And in the closing moments of the 1st half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. The field goal is no good. And they miss the opportunity to draw closer, still down by 5.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about.
Ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space, it's McKinney. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. The Lobos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. That slices the lead to 2.
Man, as a defensive coach, that's a win. When you can be already put in a bad position because your offense fumbles and they're in scoring position and you give up just 3, that is a situational football at its best. Nice job by this defense, handling a little adversity and just giving up the field goal.
Rush is on him. Got it behind the line. It's Connor. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. He leaves it with the back.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Jackson will throw. Grabs it in the middle. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. And the Broncos are marching down the field. Off play action on first down. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. Pressure coming. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Davis. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Broncos will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And the Lobos will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. This guy is... punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll ride Davis here. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They go to the ground. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Jones. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. We've reached the end of the period. Boise State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Gets it out quickly. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
Great awareness by that defender that time. Seeing the ball thrown, getting his big paw, knocking it down, and now you set up 2nd down.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Big fella moving. Touchdown Broncos! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. Makes the grab. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Clemens. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. The Lobos can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give on the inside. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get 1st downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the 1st down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Grab near the marker is Reynolds. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Lobos have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on third down. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally and handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you've just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, New Mexico. Boy, it didn't look pretty at first, but it wound up being most effective.
And that's the problem with these guys, these quarterbacks. It's not the first play you have to play. You have to play the second play and the third play because they just keep extending it and making plays. And then the next thing you know, you look up and the dude's hitting his head on the goalpost.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Jackson gonna throw it. Going for the big play. He's got it on the right. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Bates. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Broncos!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on.
He lets it fly. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. There's a heat. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Makes the grab. It's Robinson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Roach. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. The Lobos come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chains. And the Lobos getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. And he throws another interception. His third